Chicago, 1978. Police stand outside a quiet suburban home. Christmas lights glow softly in the cold December night. Everything looks normal. But inside the house, something smells wrong. An officer kneels near a small opening in the hallway floor. It leads to a dark crawl space. Beneath the home, he shines his flashlight into the dirt. At first, nothing, then fabric. A human arm buried just inches below the ground. Within hours, investigators begin digging. One body, then another. By the time they're finished, they will uncover 29 bodies beneath this house. And the man who lived here? He wasn't a stranger. He wasn't a drifter. He was a successful contractor, a community volunteer. A man who entertained children at birthday parties. Sometimes he dressed as a clown. His name was John Wayne Gacy. And behind a painted smile was one of the most disturbing serial killers in American history. This is the story of the killer clown. Born in 1942, Chicago, Gacy grew up with an abusive father, a violent alcoholic. He was constantly told he was weak, that he wasn't a real man. He struggled with his identity, struggled with his sexuality, suffered a head injury as a child that some believe changed his personality. By his early 20s, he was desperate to prove himself. He became active in community events, political circles. He wanted respect. He wanted admiration. He wanted control. But beneath that mask, something darker was forming. In the 1970s, Gacy created a character, Pogo the Clown. He would perform at children's birthday parties, hospitals, community events, bright makeup, big smile, red nose. Parents trusted him. Children laughed around him. But here's the disturbing part. He later admitted he enjoyed wearing the clown costume. He said, clowns can get away with murder. The clown wasn't just entertainment. It was symbolism. To faces, public joy, private horror. Gacy owned a home in Norwood Park, Illinois. To neighbors, he was friendly, helpful. Successful contractor, but young men began disappearing. Many were teenage boys, runaways job. Seekers, high school students, Gacy often lured them with promises of construction work once. Inside his home, he would offer them a drink, show them a magic trick. He called it the handcuff trick. He'd cuff one wrist for fun. Then suddenly they couldn't escape. Gacy would torture his victims, strangle them with rope. He called it the rope trick. He twisted a stick to tighten the rope around their necks slow. Controlled. Deliberate. He kept some victims alive for hours, sometimes days. Then, when they were dead, he buried them beneath his house, in the crawl space, stacked side by side, layered in dirt. When space ran out, he dumped bodies in rivers. All while hosting dinner parties upstairs. Neighbors later said there was always a strange smell, but he blamed it on plumbing, and they believed him. In December 1978, 15-year-old Robert Pius vanished. He had last been seen talking to Gacy about a job opportunity. Police questioned Gacy. He seemed calm, confident, but investigators noticed inconsistencies. They got a search warrant. Inside his house they found suspicious fibers, identification belonging to missing boys, handcuffs, receipts, pornographic material, and then the smell, that smell coming from beneath the house. Police returned with shovels. They began digging. One body, then another. Then another. 29 bodies buried beneath his home. For more found in rivers. Total confirmed victims, 33. Mostly teenage boys and young men. America was stunned. Parents terrified. How could this happen in a quiet neighborhood? How could no one know? Because he didn't look like a monster. He looked like a clown. Gacy was arrested. At first, he denied everything. Then he confessed, but later claimed insanity. His defense argued multiple personalities. The jury didn't believe it. In 1980, he was sentenced to death. He spent 14 years on death row. In 1994, he was executed by lethal injection. His final words? Reportedly, kiss my ass, no remorse, no apology. What made him do it? Experts believe narcissistic personality disorder, need for control, sexual sadism, double life fantasy. He loved power. He loved deception. He loved fooling everyone. And the most chilling part? For years, he was invited into homes, into hospitals, into children's parties. The mask wasn't. Just make up. It was who he was. John Wayne Gacy proved something terrifying. Monsters don't always hide in darkness. Sometimes they paint on a smile and live right next door. Thank you for watching Twisted Cases. For more real unsolved mysteries, disturbing cases, and stories that time never forgot, subscribe and join us on the dark side of true crime. New episodes every week.